What's going on, guys? Thought I'd take a little second here to do some live trading lesson on one of the PAs we're building up here. So we do have an opportunity for a 10 SMA loops on the NQ right here. I want to show you a little opportunity trade here on the 1 minute chart. Okay. And on that 1 minute chart here, you're going to see this little blue line. That's the 10 SMA. And on this 1 minute chart, we see price action squeeze through a bunch of levels here, right? And these levels are moving averages. And these moving averages got cut here on the 50, here on the 100, here on the 200. And then we go into consolidation mode, right? And during this consolidation mode, the market thinks about backtest of confirmation. So we have no backtest of 200, 100, or 50. All those moving averages are underneath needing to be a backtest, right? So the market pushes up and it usually loops the 10 SMA. The 10 SMA is this guy right here in the blue, of course, again. So it comes down, it breaks through, it loops. You can see all my shorts, 1, 2, 3. Took another one on this pop right here. And then it fails the loop because that's the long trap right here. That is a long trap. So with that long trap, we generally come back down to start back testing support. And I think right here, the easiest back test of support we're seeing is the 666 1 minute, because this candle right here snapped right through, causing a fair value gap here. So I think we have an opportunity to come back down and test after it gets out of the next consolidation, as long as the ES doesn't scam us and drag us up for no reason. We have a perfect algo back test here because nothing is set up for easy upside at all. We have the VIX starting to go a little bit of green. We have the dollar coming off yesterday's lows right now. So if I pull that over here, this VIX just started actually turning back red. But crossing through the zero line right here should be just fine. But the dollar is starting to range here a little bit for us. We got a bigger sell wave on the dollar, which is no fun, but we are getting a breakout right now. And the market's running with the bear indicator. So complete divergence for now. So it looks like we're going to get kind of pushed for now, but that's okay. We will need a back test of these averages in a little bit here. So we'll stop back and see how this momentum goes, because after a 10 SMA loop, unless it gets scammed out, which is usually news bias, so we don't have anything for about 15 minutes, we're going to look for a confirmation on the back test prior to the employment report. So the ADP employment report this morning here is going to be the catalyst for either a continuation or a backdrop. So we'll come back in a second for record here and check this out. All right, guys, as you can see, just another little force up there. On the minute chart, MAC is still perfectly guided to the downside here. ES did another little press, and of course, NQ had to respond there a little bit. The only bad about this one is that 50 SMA is chasing us down pretty big, but we should be cut and dry here. Same old trade, same old station. Should cut down to that 666 1 minute back test of confirmation like we were just talking about. So we'll watch the close here on Z trade, and we're good to go. We can get out whenever we want now. Nice big greens. Just got to see her slip the 50, slam into the 666 on the covers down there. Should be ready to rock and roll. Again, we got definitely some leeway to the zero line of the MAC down here. We're way up here on the lines at 1.9, and we should come back down to the zero line for a test. Little oversold metric on the VIX there, working out pretty good. Dollar is still kind of green, popping and holding. Just kind of waiting to see. Oh, big scam there. Shied the 50. See, that's another really big reason right there that you can get scammed here. When moving averages start to shy after a pure breakthrough like that. So slice through all moving averages, no back test to confirmation here. This might be a really good add point for a new candle slip, actually. But we'll just leave the original position on for now. We're only trying for like, I think we're gonna do like 580 to 6 something on this little dumperoo here. Of course, this 5 minute NQ 100 EMA is at like 19,081. So we should be able to get back down to at least 19,081. That's why you see my cover orders here on the 1 minute chart above the 666. Just utilizing the easiest out, the one that's most highest probability for the scalp here. I should be kind of filing in some more here, but sticking to the plan. Should get a really fierce snap through here unless we get kind of scammed until data. Data's another 11 minutes, and if we just get pinned sideways here, what it'll do is it's going to shoot up, stop all the shorts out, slam down, back test all of these moving averages. And this right here is both a long and short trap. So you always trade after the data candle, never trade into it unless there's a very unique setup. So let's see what happens. Still in green, smally, still an average here. We're just looking for one little jolt back down to that 666, and we don't really want to play through data. Oh, excuse me, on it. So nice and slow. We just need this minute chart to give up a little 19.9 here. It's an aggressive support. We got some volume profiles right here untested as well on this breakup candle. So this nasty candle up here created some really nice push through on limit orders. So they definitely need back tests. The only bad part about these are confirmational backtest is when, right? So it's attempted like 5 times down support, 3 or 4 times on resistance. So we could easily snap up, screw all the shorts over for stop out, then come back down. So we might play a data pop. So after the data releases and it goes flying back up, turn back around because we'll have to get out before the 10 minutes is up here. So we'll give it at least 10 minutes here, see if she ranges back and forth, ranges up here, whatever it wants to do, but it should come back down and break prior to the data. We got 10 minutes, so there's a little bit of the red start there. It's coming back down to that 50 SMA. Like I said, it should just crash this 50 SMA and crash right into the 100 EMA and 666 as far as the magnet algos work on the moving averages is backtest confirmation. Because again, we don't have any back here. So that push through the 50, push through the 100, push through the 200, no price actions actually come back down to find those supports again. So this dirty consolidation of, you know, tricking you, count it down, count it down, count it down. It's like tempting the shorts to get in, which is the inverse move here, scamming everybody at the data and just holding everything, scam pushing all the shorts because they look for this confirmation. So we got to get out ahead of time on it, but it is what it is. We'll see what we got. We're starting to hold the 50 for no reason. There shouldn't be a rolling up support of any kind except for the dollar. Just took a poop there. Coming down, VIX is looping the 0 line. We're still holding POC and open price. We still don't have a backtest on NQ of VWAP either. You can't see that one on the screen, but looking at the other chart right here, we don't have any VWAP backtest with that fast squeeze either. So it should come back down to 19,081 area, 19,080 regardless for VWAP backtest. We just need that to happen before the 7:30 a.m. data. So we'll give it a few more seconds here. See if we get scammed on the chop or if we just get the drop fill here. Could be waiting on a new 5-minute candle. It's 7:22, and unfortunately the next 5-minute candle is going to be data. So that's leading me to believe we way more to the scam side where we're going to get pushed back up here. So this trade is dwindling down by a class C trade now. We're kind of hanging on by a thread. Now we're kind of hoping this fast-paced candle comes down and draws those supports prior to the data so we don't have to readjust through the data. Oh no, we have one more 5-minute candle. What am I thinking? 3 minutes. So 722 goes to 725. So within 3 minutes here, we want to see one more leg down, and things usually come in threes. So if we got the push here, 1, 2, 3, we have 1, we'll need 2, we'll need 3 to that backside, unless we get scammed. We'll see. Right now, we're just kind of holding that 50. And again, there should be no 50 SMA support. We're not on any kind of perfect uptrend. We're on a squeeze. So squeeze and consolidation. This is not an uptrend. This is a squeeze and consolidate. So we're not looking for any kind of higher low buy and push. That's less likely. We just need some help from VIX or the dollar. Both are going big red right now, unfortunately. So we could be coming into that long metric. We're just hoping to get out ahead of time here. Looks like we got 2 minutes left. So I'll come back in a minute here if we get this downside so we don't just drag the recording out. We'll stop back in a minute. All right, guys. We're coming into the last minute or so of the data. This is where everything has to snap, crackle, pop. You can see a couple of my entries here filled up on another scalp where I just kind of took a few more on this little loop, better my average up. We're sitting at 6 contracts now, and I like that little pop to walk around short. So now we just got to see it slam down and fill beforehand, but we'll see. Time's a ticking, so we can get out anytime for the nice play. Oh, almost got the fill there. Just snap back down a little bit there. What do we got for time limit here? 50 seconds. So it's TOS in the background at the top left there. So we got about 50 seconds till data. We need to see it slam down there, or I just have to exit for a low green. We don't really want to hold through any kind of crazy data pops. Like I said, they'll scam the shorts out first and so on and so forth. But we'll see in the next 30 seconds if we get her. build a little back test real quick. A little snap, like right before the data. That's generally pretty common. Spook all the paper hands out both ways here. See how she goes. Filled up red candle, almost filled again. In 10 seconds. Oh, I'm starting to scam. Starting to scam. Which way she going to scam? No fills on our bids down there. Wow.
Order filled.
Order filled. Interesting. Well, as we said, it was going to pop and then drop. We left it on through the data here, so looks like we got the win. Good to go.